Hey guys, we have spent the summer kind of trekking around, well, the country a little bit, but a lot around our state. I live in Michigan, if you don't know. And earlier this summer in June, right at the end of June actually, my middle son Riley, who's a drummer, had the opportunity to go to something called Camp Electric, which is you might know him if you're a Christian, but there is an artist. His name is Toby Mack, and he runs a camp for musicians. And so it's an opportunity for kids to go and stay. They stay for 5 days, and they get different instruction from people, professionals who know what they're doing. So they break off into their own types of things. There's for singers, songwriting. There's like media and all sorts of stuff, editing type things for music and things like that. And so drumming obviously is one of them, and guitar and that kind of thing. So my son went for drumming, and so we dropped him off there in Nashville where it was located, and my youngest son and my husband and I continued over to farther over east in Tennessee to stay up in a condo in the mountains, which was really cool but really scary at the same time. And my poor youngest son is the same as me and gets car sick, so that was rough. And we didn't really realize it, but he gets anxiety like I do about things like that. So that was a little bit of an interesting trip, having to trek up and down this mountain every time we wanted to go somewhere. But it was really cool, and we had a really good experience. So Smoky Mountains, and we went to Gatlinburg, and we went to Pigeon Forge, and we just did some really fun things. We did like hillbilly golf, and we went to really awesome to Ripley's Aquarium in Gatlinburg. Was phenomenal. We loved it. We spent several hours there and just really enjoyed ourselves. So it was a really cool experience. So I thought I would share with you guys kind of my souvenirs that we got while we were on vacation this summer. We kind of decided a few years ago, instead of buying just meaningless junk, that we were going to do things like, I love Christmas. I am crazy Christmas girl. This is going to be you guys' first Christmas with me, and just wait, because I love Christmas. Like, I'm well known for being Christmas girl. Like, I just absolutely love it. And so a few years ago, we decided to start picking up Christmas ornaments from places as souvenirs, so that every year when we put our tree up, we have all these memories of places that we've been. So that has been so fun. And then my husband and I just recently kind of decided that we were like, you know what, when we moved into this house 7 years ago, I got matching plates and matching bowls and matching mugs and the whole ordeal. Well, guess what's really boring? Drinking out of the same green and yellow mugs all the time. And I was like, you know what would be kind of fun would be to get mugs from different places that we go on vacation, so that our mugs are all different and interesting and bring up conversation about places that we've been. And I don't know, that just seemed like more fun than just having our green and yellow mugs and that's it. And so he was like, yeah, that's an awesome idea. Let's do that. So that is kind of what we did. So you're going to see a heck of a lot of mugs in this little souvenir haul. But I'm just going to jump right in. The first thing I'll show you that is not a mug is I got myself this Great Smoky Mountains hat. I love to wear hats. I don't wear them very often, but I do like them when I do. I always just feel like it's not like the right time for it or something. I have no idea. I'm weird about things. But so I got this because I thought the colors were gorgeous. And when we actually went on a cruise last year, it was our first cruise together as a family. My oldest son was a senior in high school last year, and a bunch of the other families of kids in his grade all put together. We all went on this cruise, and there were like, I think, over 50 of us. And it was so fun. It was such a cool experience with our kids. It will probably never get to do again. And so it was just a really neat thing. And while we were on the cruise, we went to Honduras and Isla Roatan, actually, and I saw a hat, and I even tried it on. We have a picture of me trying it on that was like these colors in Honduras that I ended up not buying, and I like kicked myself for it. Like, this has been over a year ago, and I was like, oh, I should have got that hat. And so when we saw this hat, my husband was like, you're getting this hat. We are not having redo of Honduras. So I'm like, okay. So I got this hat, which was only $8.99, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so not something crazy expensive, but great for camping. So I'm excited about that. And then I mentioned we went to the Ripley's Aquarium there in Gatlinburg. So we just got this little ornament. It says Merry Christmas and Ripley's Aquarium at the bottom. Looks like a sand dollar. Just kind of a fun reminder of going to the aquarium. And we also got this Great Smoky Mountains ornament. That's just this cute little bear in a barrel. It says Great Smoky Mountains on it. So I thought that was really cute. And we actually got this at the next place I'm going to talk about. We went to Forbidden Caves, was underneath the mountain that we were staying in, where our condo was. And so you basically, not Forbidden Caves, Forbidden Caverns. And so you go down in these caverns and see the stuff. It was so cool. We had so much fun doing it. And so I actually got that little bear in the barrel ornament there. But we also picked up our first mug of the summer from there. So this is our Forbidden Caverns mug, and it's like just a simple, but I liked the color, like a burgundy with the cream color, and perfect little size mug. So I thought that was pretty fun. So I also got like a t-shirt, but that's on the wash, so I'm not gonna go get that and show you, from Ripley's Aquarium, which hilariously is like the opposite of this. Like the main part of the shirt is like this color, and then like the design has this color in like navy blue and white. So it's kind of funny. But and like my youngest son got a really cool shirt from there. Actually it has these bears on it, and they have like hats on it. It says straight out of Gatlinburg. I don't know, it's pretty cute. But so that was kind of what we got on that trip. So fast forward to our Michigan trip. We went over to, we stayed on Lake Michigan, which is on the west side of Michigan. And we went to a bunch of the towns through there. Now we've done this was our third time doing this same sort of trip, like going to a lot of the same places. But it's so beautiful over there, and we absolutely love it. Like our family's favorite little town is over there and stuff. So we went ahead and went over there. Now, I got something that's totally not, I got some things I'm not going to show you because they're gifts for people and I don't want them to see. And some of them are for people who watch my channel that I'm friends with, that I'm going to be sending out packages to. So I don't want to share those and ruin it. But in the one store, I got this because it's like how Invisibobble is. Because I have Invisibobbles, and if you've bought them, they're not super cheap. And so I was like, you know what? This was 99 cents. So I want to see how this performs, because I see the knockoff ones all the time, but I'm afraid of them. Like, is it going to work? Is it just going to be a waste of money? So I bought this for 99 cents to see. And so then let's get into the mugs, shall we? The first place that we went, you're going to hear me clanking them, was we decided to take a trip along the Leelanau Peninsula, which is over on the west side of the state. And we stopped at several little towns throughout there. So we went to, the first place we went to was Glen Arbor. Now, there is a really cool place that the first one started there, but now they have them in Traverse City and Charlevoix, and there's one in Frankenmuth, which Frankenmuth is over on the east side of the state. But there's this place called Cherry Republic that they have, and everything is made out of cherries. Traverse City is known for cherries, so if you're not from this area, you wouldn't know that. Like, you know how you like are just used to something and you forget that other people probably don't know that. But anyway, so a lot of cherry orchards and things like that. So Cherry Republic is all cherry stuff. Cherry salsas, hot sauces, mustards, ketchups, barbecue sauces, all sorts of stuff. Chocolate covered cherries, cherry, like dried cherries, cherry trail mixes, cherry coffee, cherry everything. Okay, you get the idea. So anyway, I introduced my husband to it because he had never been there. I had actually bought him things for Christmas a couple of years when I would go to Frankenmuth with family, and I would pick him up some things that I'd put like in a stocking and stuff. So he had tasted some things from Cherry Republic, but had never like experienced what it was like to go in there. Well, I took him to the one in Frankenmuth with me when we went on my little birthday adventure, and he like fell in love with it. He was like all about it. So you better believe we hit every Cherry Republic in this towns that we went to over on the east side of the state or west side of the state. So it was pretty funny. But anyway, so we did go to the Cherry Republic in Glen Arbor. We didn't get a mug from there, but we also went to the Leelanau Coffee Roasting Company, which my husband and I are crazy coffee people, which is kind of why we want to get mugs. And so we got this Leelanau Coffee Roasting Company mug. So there were a couple different colors. There was like a green one, maybe a blue, but I liked the red one the best. I just really liked the color of it and stuff, and it was fun, and so that is the one I picked, which later I would regret ever so slightly, but it just ever so slightly, not a huge deal. So the next place we went to, I'm trying to think of how our days went, was Traverse City. So when we did the Leelanau Peninsula, we did Glen Arbor, and we did Northport, I think it's called, and we did Sutton's Bay on our way back down. So those were the towns we went to that day. The next day we went to Traverse City, which we've been to a few times. That was our first time though in the Leelanau Peninsula, so that was new for us. But the next day we went to Traverse City, which this was our third time together as a family to go there. And we ended up getting this mug, which I thought was really fun. Blue, different. This is what the inside looks like. I remember having mugs that had like this look when I was a kid, like my mom and dad having them, so I liked it. So love the color of this, and we really like Traverse City, so that was cool. And then on our way home from Traverse City, not home, but back to the place we were staying from Traverse City, we stopped in a little town that we drive through or like past all the time but never go to when we're over there. So I'm like, we should check that out. And it's called Elk Rapids. Well, I'm so glad we did, because it is such a cute little town. And also they have a store there that I follow on Instagram. It's called Relish. And I was so excited when we went in there because I had seen by Father's Day they had posted these mugs that they had. And I was like, I even commented on their page, like, I'm going to be over there in July. I hope you guys will still have those because I totally want one. Well, I went in and they did. And the girl said they had actually just gotten a new shipment in. Here's where my regret for the Leelanau mug comes in a little bit with the color I chose. Because this particular mug that I wanted from Relish only had two different colors. Black, like just straight up black with white writing. Or it's pretty much this exact same mug, the red with the black with the little splatter black and red. So I'm like, oh man, but I didn't want the black one because it was really boring. And this mug, okay, as you know, I'm not like into swearing. That's like just not something I do or whatever. But when I saw this mug, it cracked me up because it did make me think of a movie from when I was younger that like a friend of mine and stuff we used to like crack up about and used to like sing the song but just jokingly. And so when I saw this mug that is a play off of that song, I thought it was so funny. So as you can see, the mug says, "Damn, it feels good to be a Michigangster." So the song is "Damn, it feels good to be a gangster." But, and it's like, because of the way it is in the movie, it's like the guy is dorky and like they're playing it, like he thinks he's really cool. That's what makes it funny. Like, otherwise it's not really that funny. But, so that is what cracks me up about it. And established 1837, because that is when Michigan was established. And so I cracked up when I first saw this mug and was like, oh my gosh, I need that. So every time I drink this, I'm gonna be thinking to myself, damn, it feels good to be a Michigangster. Because I'm not gangsterish at all. I'm a total dork for even saying that. But that's me. So that's the only reason that I regretted this one a little bit, because they're exactly the same mug. Just, you know. But that's okay. So the last place that we went is our family's favorite little town. We love it there. We just, from the first time we went there, I don't even know how long it's been, 5 or 6 years ago was our first time there. all of us were just like, I love this place. I don't know what it was about it. My kids were quite a bit younger at the time, but my oldest son couldn't come with us on this past vacation. It was the first one. He couldn't come over there with us because he had to stay home to work. And he was bummed that he wasn't going to be able to go there, because I had even sent him a message one day. I'm like, I miss you so much, and we're going to Charlevoix today, and you know, whatever, I wish you could be here. And he's like, I really love it there. I'm like, I know you do, and that's what makes it like worse about him not being there with us. There's a place called the Taffy Barrel with every kind of taffy you could think of that the kids, they like, we gave them a certain amount of money for each town that we went to, or well, like we gave them like 3 days worth, $10 each day, so nothing crazy, and they could spend it all in one day or save it up or however they wanted to do it. Let's put it this way, my youngest spent like 15, actually I just totally spent, my youngest spent about $16 in taffy, but he saved up for it because he knew that store was coming and he loved it. So just kind of a funny little thing there. The first year we went, they were having a classic car show when we were there, and they also were this time, so we must have just fallen at the same time again somehow. But so my son was especially, my oldest was especially disappointed that he wasn't there for that, because he's like really into cars lately for whatever reason, and so he was like, oh. But so my last mug was from Charlevoix, so it just reminded us of water, sand, you know, the beach kind of thing. So yeah, so, and it was kind of something different because it's tall, and well, I guess this one's sort of tall too, but so we wanted to get some different looking mugs, and so these will all be fun things to have in our cupboard and pull out and be memories and spark conversation about vacations we've had. And so I think that's really cool. I'm so glad that we started doing that. And then the last thing was, there is an orchard, it's called Frisky Orchards, and it is in Charlevoix but outside of the town, and we go there every time we're there. In fact, last October my husband and I had to go for a trip for him for work near the area. We went to Charlevoix because we love it. So sorry kids, we went without you. They already know, but we brought them back taffy, so they were good. But we went to Frisky Orchards because they're so good, and they have these gluten, well, they call them gluten conscious cookies. They're monster cookies. They're like this big. I'm not kidding. They're like almost the size of my face. Well, about this, about half of my face. And they are peanut butter and like gluten-free oats and M&Ms and chocolate chips, and they're so good. They're amazing. So my husband and I went and got them when we went over there in October, and then of course we got them again. We may have gotten them twice on this trip, but who's counting? Anyway, we went, my husband and got in the one morning and brought them back to us where we were, and then our last day out when we went to Charlevoix, on our way back to the cabin we were staying at, we stopped by there. Well, they have this, they have really cute, like, you know, souvenir type things, like a little gift shop kind of thing that you can buy stuff aside from all their like amazing food and like jams and spreads. And they have this bakery, which obviously that's why there's the monster cookies, but they have like these turnovers and stuff that, oh, I wish I could eat. I was like looking and I'm like, if I could eat gluten, it would be a disaster right now. So it's probably good that I can't. But anyway, they have, also they've always had this little country house, and I'm not even joking, every time we go, because there's supposed to be like Christmas ornaments and stuff in there, it was closed every time we went. Well, it was open this time, but it's going out of business, and so they're going to be closing that part up. So everything in there was half off. So we went in, and I just found a couple little things. Oh, that just made me think I'm missing something. I don't know where it is, but let me look real fast. Okay, so the first thing I picked up were just these little, it's just a 2-pack of dishcloths. But I love this type of a dishcloth. I don't know why. When I use them at someone else's house, I totally love them, and I don't have any. I'm not really sure why. So I thought I would get these little kitchen cloths, and they were originally $4.99, so they were $2.50 for the pack of 2. So nothing super exciting, but I'm excited about it because I'm excited about dorky things like that. And then the next thing I found were these little kitchen towels, and I just love the color. They're so fun. And they were $4.99, so they were $2.50 each. And I picked up the only 2 that they had, and because I was like, I need those. Those are so cheery and fun, and I needed some new kitchen towels anyway. So that was those. And then the last thing that I got in there were these earrings, and I think they're so pretty. They were $6, so they were on clearance for $3. And they're like handmade, like they came with a little tag on them like this. And I just thought they were so cute and would be so fun in the winter when my hair is down and stuff. Like I love to wear longer earrings and stuff, so right now I look ridiculous, but yeah, in the winter when my hair is down and curled and stuff, they'll be really pretty. So that was kind of our little souvenir haul, if you will, of our summer trips, and just some fun things that are not things that are just going to get shoved away that you never see again, or like goofy little trinket things. They're things that we'll actually use and they will remind us of our trips. So maybe a good idea for you if you kind of struggle with that, or like with your kids with things where it's like everybody wants these souvenir things, but it's like, then what do you do with them? They just get shoved somewhere. Mugs, Christmas ornaments are awesome ways to remember your family vacations. So just a little idea for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the little loot that I brought back from our vacations this summer. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. For those of you who are my subscribers, thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and it's fun to be able to share this kind of stuff with you. If you're new here, I enjoy getting to share it with you too, and I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you guys please hit your notification bell so you always see when I upload. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.